Your opponent, let's talk about the weigh-ins. He missed weight. Are you one of those guys that takes it as a sign of disrespect? Like, how do you feel about something like that?
You know, typically I would be a little frustrated with him missing weight, but I know he had eye surgery recently, and I know it takes a while to get back into the groove of things, and he missed it by 0.9, which means he could have just, just the layoff, maybe he gained more weight than he thought he was going to gain. So I'm not holding it against him. If it was something he's done like more than once, then I would have been a little bit pissed. But no, Darren's a good guy. You know, it's a great fight. I'm just happy.
Do you think him missing weight like that is something that kind of affects him mentally?
You know, you'll have to ask him that. I don't know. He came in, he was kicking me pretty hard. He kicked my inside leg and he did a spinning kick, and I'm in pain. So if it affected him mentally, I didn't notice.
You were landing with the left leg a lot. Going into this camp, was that something that you felt was going to be a big weapon for you?
Yeah, my striking coach Rafael Cordero noticed something. He said when he gets kicked with the left leg, he never answers, which means you have a free kick at any time. So when he explained that to me, I figured, okay, well, let's try it out. I threw my first kick, no return. Threw my second kick, no return. So I knew I had something there.
What kind of adjustments did you make from the first round to the second round?
Honestly, the Master was happy with everything. Master Rafael was happy with everything. He didn't want me to look down so much, so I need to stay more sharp. That was one of the things, and when I went to the ground, more pressure, I think that's pretty much how it played. We went to the ground again. He tried to take me down. I think I reversed with a switch, and then I ended up on the back. And my goal was just to keep pressure on him. Like you said, I know he missed weight, so just in case he was feeling it, I was going to give him that extra pressure just to make sure I push him over.
How confident are you in your jiu-jitsu that when you get somebody's back like that, you're going to finish him?
I'm really confident in my jiu-jitsu, but it varies with every guy. My last fight, I fought Carlos Diego, and his jiu-jitsu was so frustrating because he was matching me. All I did was control him in his guard. He wasn't able to submit me, but I wasn't able to be offensive. So it changes with each guy. After Diego, I realized I had to go back and even work harder on my jiu-jitsu. I need to improve. I have a lot of room. I think this was my 11th fight. I need to fight maybe like 20 more times so I can finally reach my potential, I think.
Going into this fight, though, did you think your jiu-jitsu was going to be your big advantage?
I thought so, but I didn't want to be the one to initiate it because I figured he'd be looking to play the defensive game. So I was looking for openings with my striking. I figured because he would be worried about the takedown, I would have more chances with the kicks, with the knees, which I did. Eventually, he looked for the shot, and I was able to reverse it and apply my jiu-jitsu.
How important do you think this feature is for you? Where does it put you in the division?
I really don't know. I haven't really thought about it where I am in the division. Like I said before, I'm still growing. It's more important for me to grow than think, I'm number 15. I'm number 20. Why am I number 20? I'm not worried about these things. I'm going to be at the top one day. But for right now, what I need to do is improve.
I was just talking to Master Rafael Cordero, and now he's like in a hurry going to Rafael dos Anjos. You're going to do the same?
Of course. I'm gonna go back and I'm going to be in his corner. Man, that's my brother right there. That's my brother in war, and that's my brother in Christ. We are family.
How special for you, like to be the first one to get the win, and what can we expect from Rafael?
I guarantee a victory. Rafa, I think it's going to be a knockout, but we'll see. I am pretty sure Rafa will either submit or knock him out, but 100% guaranteed he's going to win.
What's more nerve-wracking for you tonight? Your walk to the cage or watching Rafa's walk to the cage?
Rafa. That guy, man, he stresses me out so much. I cornered him for Nate Diaz and actually Ben Henderson as well, and Jason. So, man, every time I walk out, when he's done with the fight, I think to myself, I can't fight. There's no way I can fight. I can't even handle his walkout. How am I going to handle my walkout? But I've realized when I walk out, it's really nice, man. I can listen to my music. I don't think about anything. When he walks out, I'm thinking to myself, did I throw enough kicks at him? Is he ready for the kicks? Is he ready for the jab? Did I look for takedowns? Is he sharp everywhere? Did we get a good warm-up? So many things go through my mind. So I kind of understand what goes through my coach's mind. But yeah, that's what I worry about when I corner Rafa. There's so many things coming at me, so it's a lot scarier. When I fight, I just walk out there and everything kind of plays out.
So you feel a responsibility when you walk out with your team, that this is your training partner, that you're the one that helped them get ready. You feel like there's a responsibility there?
100% there's a responsibility. I'm his teammate. We're family. You know, when I train with him, I have to give him my best. So that way he gives me his best. That way we make each other better. So I am responsible. If he wins, I get to enjoy his victory. If he loses, I take responsibility.
We were talking about before the fight, about the message that you always give in the end, in your interviews. Can you explain again, like, this message?
Yeah, so I'm Assyrian, and a lot of people don't know this. Assyrians right now are being persecuted in the country of Iraq and Syria because they're Christians. And the group that's persecuting them is ISIS, and I try to support them in any way I can. With charities, motivation, anything I can do to help. I try to do my best.
Going back to the fight, was it surprising to you that Darren tried to initiate the takedown?
I don't think so. If you look at his fights, he looks for takedowns. He has good takedowns. He has good wrestling. He has good movement. People need to give him more credit. I think he's a martial artist, and he's a complete martial artist. He can grapple, he can strike, he can kick, and he's shown that before. So I was ready for everything.
Is there a concern for you if you were to make it up those rankings? Let's say Hoffa wins tonight, wins that title, you're the number one contender.
He will win. He's going to win.
Would you ever fight him even if a belt was on the line?
No, never. We're family. It's different. I know the guys train together, and that's it. They're teammates. We are family. I go to his house. I eat with his kids. I talk to his wife all the time. How could I go and fight a guy like that? How could I fight my own brother? Imagine if I left a scar on the guy. Imagine if I cut him. I have to look at him like, for the rest of my life. Or if he cuts me, it's the same. It's wrong. In my opinion, it's wrong. If I'm number one contender and I have to fight Hoffa, I'll move up to 170.
So basically, you really disagree when people like Dana or higher ups basically say, you fight who you're supposed to fight.
If they're just teammates and they feel they want the belt more than they care about their teammates, then okay, they can fight. But when you're family, it's not gonna happen. Let's say if there was two brothers in the same division, let's see if Dana would make them fight. I don't know if that would happen. If there were one was champion, one was number one contender, I don't see them fighting each other, and I don't think Dana would push for it either. So I think that's the difference. We're not just teammates, we're family, and this is a message I'm gonna get across to everybody.
And how special is that for you to have somebody so close, both of you are making the rise up? How enjoyable is it to have someone that's going through the trials and all the tough times with each other?
So, yeah, this is another thing people don't realize. When I say when he wins, I get to enjoy it. It's the same for him. I improve because of him. Imagine getting your butt kicked by that guy every day. I've been getting better. I met him, I want to say 3 years ago, and man, he just beat me. I just took a beating every day from this guy, and instead of just walking away from me every time, he said, "Hey man, good job, you did really good." At first it was really frustrating, but then I realized he really meant it. He wanted me to stick around, and that's how we build each other now. If I can take him out in training, I will, because I know it's going to make him better.